Hello and a warm welcome on what is a glorious night for football. Perfect playing conditions. My name is Derek Ray, and sitting next to me here on the commentary gantry is the former Arsenal and West Ham United midfield man, Stuart Robson. And we have pre-season group stage action coming right up for you. It's Real Madrid versus RB Leipzig.
Well, thanks, Derek. Now it's time to see whether this initial fitness training and development of tactics has been successful. Will there be any change of formations? These games are great to assess how these teams are evolving.
And here's the starting 11 for Real Madrid. Thibaut Courtois is the keeper of choice. Toni Kroos plays with Luka Modric in central midfield. And operating through the middle in attack today, Karim Benzema. It might still be problematic. And a goal! Not wasting much time today. They strike first.
Well, when you see this again, the defending just isn't good enough. The clearance doesn't get enough height on it, doesn't get enough distance on it, and suddenly the ball's being played back into their danger area, and they don't reorganise themselves, and that's why the ball's in the back of their net.
And Leipzig get us moving again. A quick reply required after the disappointment of conceding. Timo Werner. Werner. And he's broken free. And brave goalkeeping to deal with the danger.
Well, he had to get that right, didn't he? That's good goalkeeping.
That's a very fine piece of tackling. And the flag is up. Offside.
Well, that's just a lack of awareness. He was clearly in an offside position.
Carvajal. The ball with Luka Modric. Modric. Well, they're eyeing that final pass, you just feel. Could cross it in here. Cleared away. Intercepting it intelligently. Oh, nice ball over the top to chase. But mistimed his run.
Well, he's got the timing all wrong there. He just needs to bide his time.
Valverde. And now Rodrigo. An inability to keep hold of the ball there. Kroos. Targets available, cross comes in. A very effective clearance. Valverde. Now with Benzema. He has time to play it over. Werner. Szoboszlai. Really good challenge. Modric. In with a chance. Oh, surely! And he smacks it against the crossbar.
Well, I thought that was in, Derek. He struck it so sweetly, plenty of power. Can't come much closer than that.
And we will have just one additional minute. Toni Kroos. The first half here comes to an end. You certainly have got to give this man high marks for his work up to this point, Stuart.
Well, I thought he had a really effective first half. Not only did he get the goal that gave them the lead, but his general play was really good. He was a constant threat, and I'm sure we'll see more of him in the second half.
And underway again with Leipzig hoping to find a route back into the game. Perfectly fair tackle, and it will be a corner. Now sending it in. Well, it still could be dangerous. Routine stop for Courtois. Well, transfer speculation is all part of football, and there's been quite a lot of speculation on this front, but the deal has now been confirmed, Stuart.
Well, certainly a lot of focus on the boy over the last year or two, and he seems to have a bright future ahead of him. Hopefully it turns out to be a good move, and he can continue to develop his career.
Camavinga. On to Benzema. Toni Kroos. Well, let's see about the cross. Able to deal with the threat. Dani Olmo. Nkunku has it. Oh, that's a super ball over the top. Well, the decision is offside, and he's bound to be a bit disappointed.
Well, he's actually made his run before his teammate had control of the ball, and that's why it's offside.
Substitution for Real Madrid. Eder Militao. Now with Fernandes. Eduardo Camavinga. Getting in there to intercept. Szoboszlai. Well, what can they do to stop him running at them? And credit is due for that good piece of defending. Toni Kroos is with Vinicius Junior. And giving the ball away. Well, we're inside the final 15 minutes. Nkunku. In behind for him to chase. Well, just over the crossbar. Excellent effort. So deciding to make a personnel change at this juncture. Ten minutes to go. Vinicius Junior. Well, that pass easy on the eye. Well, it all counts for naught. Well, there's still scope for late drama here. 5 minutes left and just one goal between the sides. They've got to be really mindful of the time situation, attacking though they might be. Andres Silva. And the keeper stretching to deny him. And time for the change now. Who's going to get on the end of it? And steered back under a bit of pressure. He's got the right idea with that pass. It was a menacing attack, but tidied up. And that, the end of the game. It goes into the books as a win for Real Madrid. What did you think of their overall performance?
Well, Derek, it was a tight game. Both sides had their moments and chances, but overall, they just about shaded it. A well-earned victory.
And I think it's fair to say he'll be happy with his own contribution in this game, Stuart.
Well, he gave them a really hard time, didn't he? His speed of thought was excellent, and he took the winning goal so well. He was brilliant today.
The wait is over and the contract has finally been signed. We're just minutes away from witnessing his debut. How will he fare? And a warm welcome on what is an ideal night for football, you've got to say. I'm Derek Ray, and sitting alongside me, ready to provide all the technical and tactical analysis, is Stuart Robson. And we have more live action from the pre-season second group stage. It is Borussia Dortmund taking on Real Madrid.
Well, Derek, after that first game, I'm sure we'll see a lot of squad rotation. And the coach will...
Can he make it count? And the starting players for Real Madrid. Thibaut Courtois begins in goal. Toni Kroos starts with Luka Modric in central midfield. And operating through the middle and must score! Mats Hummels with that important block. Nico Schlotterbeck. Now with Bellingham. Tremendous intuition to win it back. Federico Valverde. So Giovanni Di Lorenzo making his debut here. Stuart, what do you expect to see from him today?
Well, I'd be looking at his positional play today. Is he going to make the right decisions when to tuck in, when to get tight to his winger, and when to pass players on? If he gets those right, he'll have a good game, because on the ball, he's an excellent talent.
Plenty of players waiting in the middle. And it is a Dortmund corner. And now the delivery. Oh, tremendous header that time, but the goalkeeper was there. Well, pressure building, another corner. Can he deliver it with accuracy? Well, smuggled behind for another corner. Rodrigo. Still pushing for the goal that would put them ahead, but not forcing it. Well, good clean catch by the keeper. They've regained possession. And Real's creative tendencies coming to the fore. Course. The delivery. Well cleared away. Did look as though they had attacking momentum, but not so. Not the pass he had in mind. Eder Militao. And now Rodrigo. Chance to play it in. Carvajal. And a useful cross. And he'd be disappointed if he didn't take that one cleanly.
Well, as the stats confirm, the game hasn't got going so far, and the attacking play from both sides has been really poor. But some credit must go to the defenders because they've dominated here today.
Wonderful chance. Oh, good save. And over comes the corner. Well, the keeper reacted magnificently. And there it is! An almost intuitive piece of finishing.
Well, here we can see it again. Normally I'm the first to point the finger at a goalkeeper, but I think it's a good initial save. I'm not sure he can...
Into the second half. Half then, and Real doing the chasing. He read the situation defensively and did his job. Dahoud. Oh, lovely incisive pass. I don't think too many players would have the overdrive to get to that one. Goalkeeper's ball. And it has been a priority for Tottenham to get this deal over the line. And apparently everything now signed and agreed, Stuart.
Yes, it's an exciting move for him, and hopefully we'll now see the best of him. But he'll need to settle in quickly to win over the fans. The move suits everybody, I think.
Can he make it count? Oh, that's a fine save. Vinicius Junior. Now with Benzema, and a body in the way. And the quality of pass needs to be a bit better. Brandt. And the ball with Aller. Can they get in behind them? Electing to cross into the centre. Well, we really have to call that a squandered opportunity, Stuart.
Well, what a waste that is. It's far too easy for the keeper. He should have made...
And he's through here. It's opened up for him. And fine goalkeeping. And Dortmund will go to the bench. Short corner it is. And clears his lines. With Real Madrid behind in the game, a corner could represent an opportunity. Substitution it is for Dortmund. It's a short corner. Course. Now with Vinicius Junior. And the no-nonsense clearance. Benzema. Carvajal. And blocked for now. Bellingham. A chance maybe from the wide position. And Bellingham. Can he finish them off? He's done it! Well, real excitement here. The signing has been completed and we're about to see his debut. Will he hit the ground running? Well, nights like these are just what you hope for as a spectator. A warm welcome. My name is Derek Ray, and sitting alongside me, ready to provide all the analysis, is Stuart Robson. And we have more live action from the pre-season third group stage for you to look forward to. It's Real Madrid up against Tottenham Hotspur.
Well, both these teams will be looking for a strong finish to the group stages here today in what has been a really good tournament so far. Certainly the quality of the football has been excellent. Just hope that's the case again today.
And here's the starting 11 for Real Madrid. Thibaut Courtois is the keeper of choice. Toni Kroos plays with Luka Modric in central midfield. And the lead striker today is Karim Benzema. It is a decent-looking attack here. Benzema! And a goal! Not wasting much time today. They strike first.
Well, it's great awareness of space in the box, and then he shows a lot of composure with the finish. That's a clever goal.
Away they go again. Now can Spurs come up with an answer? Oh, lovely weighted ball. They might be in. Son. Bentancur. Højbjerg. This could square the game. No worries for the keeper. Valverde. This is Kroos. The big focus of attention in the papers ahead of this game surrounding Luka Modric, back to face his boyhood club. An emotional... Oh, and it goes! Sensational strike! And now he deserves to celebrate!
Well, here it is again, and just look at this. It's such good technique. It's a wonderful strike from that range.
So back underway with the lead standing at 2-0. Nicely timed tackle. Son. Now, let's see what they can do here. Crossing possibilities. Can he get one back? Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Well, that's just a wonderful save. How did he stop that?
Corner kick played in. Cleared away comprehensively.
Well, as you can see, Real Madrid have controlled the possession. They've passed it well, their movement's been good, and they've been well worth their lead. Could get even better here.
Well, first they have a bit of defending to do. It could be up for grabs. Well, quite simply, the cross was too close to the keeper. Carvajal. Here's Valverde. Well, not hard to read that pass. Oh, a perfectly timed pass. Still possibilities. Richarlison just straying offside. Well, just 1 minute of time added on for stoppages here. Karim Benzema. And it's there for Karim Benzema. What a vital intervention. The first half here. So underway again, and Spurs know they have an uphill climb after the events of the first half. Well, showing good vision. Bentancur. Well, it didn't worry the keeper. Benzema, can he take the chance? There it is! The goals keep coming, no stopping them today.
Well, it's a very simple finish in the end, but his movement was really good. He just found himself a bit of space in the box when it mattered most.
Well, on they go again, and Real very much in control. Bentancur. And Højbjerg with it. And possession lost, intercepted. Well, we're into the final half hour. He'll have a go here. And just narrowly wide.
Well, it's a good effort from that range, but I think the keeper had it covered.
Well, Real Madrid are going to make the change now. A lot of internet and newspaper talk about Newcastle United in the last few days. Well, we need to talk no more, or wonder about it no more, because the transfer's gone through.
Well, at £30 million or thereabouts, he represents good value for money. He's got a lot of skill, and I think he'll add quality to their squad. There's no doubt about that.
Son. Perisic with the ball. And intercepted it. Vinicius Junior. Well, let's see what they have in store for them on the break. A quarter of an hour remaining here. Heung-min Son. Great block. Rodrigo. Vinicius. And a good challenge to bring that attack to an end. He's in behind. Rifled against the post, but back in play. And in the end, no damage done.
It's the final we have all been waiting for. Two of the best going head to head.
And we are ready to go just about. Millions of viewers from all around the world are tuning in for the Super Cup decider. My name is Derek Ray here in the commentary position. I'm joined by Stuart Robson, and with the atmosphere building to fever pitch, we're inching ever closer to kick-off time. It's Real Madrid up against Eintracht Frankfurt.
Well, I have to say, Derek, I'm really looking forward to this. Both these sides did so well to win their respective cups. I think this should be close tonight.
Well, in fairness, it wasn't the best of headers. And the starting 11 for Eintracht Frankfurt. Kevin Trapp gets the nod in goal. Almami Toure plays alongside Makoto Hasebe in central defence. And as for the attack, well, it has a bold look about it with three forwards listed from the beginning. Well, sloppy in possession. Oh, that's an interesting pass. And he's gone for power, so close to finding the net. Effective challenge. Poulsen. Now what can they do from here? Oh, a lovely ball. And a strong glove on the ball from the keeper. Modric. Here's Carvajal. And showing fine vision. Well, he'd be disappointed if he didn't take that one cleanly. Oh, a big mistake. Poulsen. Getting in there to intercept. Options in the centre. Benzema. Well-timed tackle. And a creative look about this. Crossing into the middle. Oh, he's missed, but by a minuscule margin.
Well, he couldn't have made better contact than that. His technique is brilliant. He's so unlucky there.
Toni Kroos.
Well, as you can see, Real Madrid have controlled the possession, but they haven't done enough with it, particularly in the midfield areas, where their passing has been far too safe. And that needs to change quickly if they're to win this one.
Well, certainly. And here they are passing the ball around once more. Can he do it from miles out? Very much run-of-the-mill as saves go. Kolo Muani. Buta with it. Making progress. Is it going to be? And how well the keeper did.
Well, that's just exceptional. He reacted so quickly there.
Will this corner bear fruit for them? Still not clear. Oh, did so well to deny him. Behind for another corner. Can they cash in? Trying to pick out a teammate. Well kept out. And so it is, the first half story. And the second half in this UEFA Super Cup tussle is underway here. Well, that's wonderful attacking play. Benzema! Well, the keeper reacted magnificently. Aurelio Buta. And there to intervene. On a pass that lacks quality. Eder Militao. Carvajal. Still pushing for the goal that would put them ahead, but not forcing it. Clear foul, but that's a foul, and it will be a potentially dangerous free kick. Well, no surprise to see him go for goal, but a routine save in the end. Moving forward effectively. In position, but pressure to cope with. And the flag does go up. Must have been close. Here it is now, a substitution. Well, he stopped them in their tracks. Good pressure. Can they make something of this? Alario. Can he do it to take the lead? Alario! Well, the keeper performing brilliantly.
Well, that's just incredible. He reacted so quickly there.
Time for a change then. Mario Götze's corner. Not away completely. And what a magical save it was! Fed forwards. Oh, surely. Well, there's a keeper on song.
Well, how did he stop that? That's just unbelievable.
Trying to deliver it accurately. What an important piece of defending. Kolo Muani. It's with Lucas Salario. Now can they counter clinically? And he's in. Oh, they've done it! They forged ahead, and it might be the goal that gives them victory. What a big moment in the dying embers. Will it prove decisive here? There might very well be late excitement. 5 minutes left, and the margin just 1. Camavinga are getting it forward, but they need an equaliser. Magnificent challenge to win it back. Benzema. Well, the supporters think it's on. And still pressing. Vinicius Junior. Well, it's the late show, and they are level again.
Well, as you can see, he doesn't mess about here, does he? He's strong, well-balanced and skillful. That's a top-class finish.
That is that after 90 minutes. They are level and extra... Understandable that fatigue might set in. A strength-sapping night for all concerned as the first period of extra time begins. Mario Götze. And he read it well defensively. Plenty of support here. Modric. Takes the shot. Saved, but still a chance. And problem solved for now. Max. And space for them here on the flank. Courtois with the easy save. Toni Kroos. Now with Benzema. If you're wondering about stoppage time, 1 minute to be added on. Modric. Modric! And fine goalkeeping. And they're making a change. They favoured a short one here. Not the best clearance. And the first period of extra time comes to an end. Still level here. In the battle for the UEFA Super Cup, they're underway now. Well, the drama continues to unfold. Second period of extra time now. Well, technically offside, but not by a lot. And he did well to cut it out. Can they grab the lead late on? Benzema. Oh, a vital save. And it remains all even.
Well, there you have it. He may just have saved his team here.
And how about the short corner? Rodrigo. Nentz. Well, the electronic board showing one additional minute. It always had the potential. And so the penalty shootout about to commence. And as a player, this is when you have to hold your nerve. And the penalty converted here. Composure is so important under these trying circumstances. And it's gone in. Goalkeeper beaten from the spot. Can he remain calm? Oh, he saved it! That is the moment he would like to airbrush from history. In it goes! Can he get the better of the keeper? Directly into the goalkeeper's arms. Oh, a superb save. Well, dead centre with that penalty. And so the tension levels have been ratcheted up to full blast. And he's beaten the keeper. And he steps up to take the shot. Well, the keeper reacted magnificently. It comes down to this, a goal, and they win the game. And it wasn't the greatest penalty, and it's been saved by the keeper. Clinical as always, in front of goal, and he steps up to take his penalty. And he finds the net, he could hardly miss. His turn to try to convert from the spot. So lethal in front of goal. Now it's over, and the celebrations can begin.
Well, they probably just about deserved it, didn't they? Overall, they were the best team.
Scenes of jubilation here. They'll be hoping for bigger and better in the near future. But they're certainly going to enjoy this moment for now.
Well, winning becomes a habit, and I think they showed a lot of character here today. They're a tough team to beat, that's for sure.
First...
Just a couple of questions for you. That'll be all. Thank you so much.
The months of preparation are finally over. Both sets of fans full of optimism as they look ahead to the new season. While the players here at the Estadio Santiago Bernabeu are going to have the sun shining down on them. They'll be looking forward to that, no doubt. I'm Derek Ray, and I'm joined for expert analysis by Stuart Robson. And at this time of year, everyone is seemingly imbued with the spirit of happiness. Opening day in La Liga. It's Real Madrid facing Celta Vigo.
Well, thanks, Derek. And it's great to be at the home of the champions. Can they do it again? Well, they're certainly my favourites. This should be another good season for the team.
Difficulties for the goalkeeper. He had to... score, and he does.
Well, here it is again, and you have to say, he looks so uncomfortable with the ball at his feet. He's cost his team a goal here.
Well, the action underway. Can Real find a response now? Good pressure to win the ball back high up the pitch. Toni Kroos. Vinicius. Seferovic. In behind for him to chase. Corner coming up. And there's the delivery. And he got to it fairly easily. Toni Kroos. The tackle completely mistimed, and you would expect a booking under the circumstances. Well, the referee not messing about. He's cautioned him.
Well, it had to be a yellow card, and he knew it was coming.
Iheanacho. And providing width. No, high quality defending. Could be troublesome. Karim Benzema in the thick of things. Aware of the threat, solving the problem. Servi. Excellent vision. Splendid defending, and it needed to be. So after that, a goal kick it'll be. Well, Karim Benzema has been a top striker for so many years, but even the best have days when it doesn't go to plan, and this has been one such day.
Well, Derek, he's usually so clever around the edge of the box, but today he just hasn't shown that. As the touch map shows us, he hasn't had enough touches in those key areas.
Eder Militao. Carvajal. And showing fine vision. And the first half is in the history books. So back in business, the ball moving again, and Real with a bit of work ahead of them.
Con el 20, Vinicius. Y con el 9, Benzema. Entrará en el terreno de juego con el 7, Hazard. Y con el 11,
And the throw in for Celta.
Asensio.
Carles Perez. And space to exploit, maybe. And space to cross it. Element of risk there, but he's won the ball. Well, no doubt many of you have been hearing the transfer rumours. It does look as though the deal could be on, Stuart.
Well, the fee talked about is around £30 million, which in my eyes is just about spot on for a player with his talent. It's just a case of whether Real Madrid think that's enough.
Aris Seferovic. Franco Servi now. Can he find the net? No degree of difficulty at all for the keeper. Modric. Well, he was in the right place to intercept. Toni Kroos. Can they create something? And he's apparently veered into an offside position, Stuart.
Well, that's tight, really tight. But he was just too anxious to make his run. He was in, though. Well, the visitors, as you can see, haven't enjoyed the majority of possession. But when they have won it back in midfield areas, their counter-attacking has been excellent. They'll be happy with the way the game's going at the moment.
More defending for them to do here, though. Right, time for us to send it over to Alex, because I believe there's been a goal in the Mallorca game.
Yeah, it's another goal for Bilbao. The defender was caught in possession just before the goal. He won't want to be watching that back. They're ahead by 2 now, with 72 minutes played.
Cheers, Alex. And into the last 15 minutes of action. Really good interception. Well, almost at full time, and this is not really what the home fans had in mind. Stuart, interested to get your thoughts as always.
Well, they've certainly lacked a goal threat up to this point. There's been little invention, no real combination play around the box, and the crosses have been erratic. But there is still time to find that moment of inspiration.
Iheanacho. Tapia on the ball. And the cross goes in. Oh, he's given the ball away. Rodrigo. This is Kroos. Take it away. So 1 minute of stoppage time. That's what the officials have said. Getting forward. Servi. Oh, commanding goalkeeper.